Good afternoon, Internet. I am your host, HazelPlace89, and welcome to City Skylines. Today, we're going to start a new city by the name of Orden's Fen. We're in this beautiful map. It's very marshy, swamplandy. It's a boreal theme, and I just think it would be a nice challenge to try to you know, get to going on this map. A bunch of different little islands we've got going on here. You can see a little plant, an old plant around here. This is our main starting area, but as you can see to the north, we have another highway connection. We could potentially bring that through like this and have some fun things going on right here. But I think what we're gonna do for today, try to get our first milestone or two. So what I want to do is we want to come in here. I'm going to just lay down a short road and then delete it so we can unlock all of our other roads. And I'm going to just work with the dirt roads for now as a financial consideration. So what I like to do is just start, with the classic split interchange or entry to the city like so. And so now let's go ahead and take our 4 lane and just, what is that, 40 units. Let's go 60 units this way. And then what we will do is begin to work off of our dirt roads. And I'm going to make a connection here. We're just going to bring it all the way down. And then we will do something similar. Actually, let's do something interesting here. We'll get our freeform tool and make that nice connection there. And we will come like that. And this will be like a frontage for industry and whatnot. We'll have like some water treatment down here. And it'll be a good time. So what I want to do is let's go ahead and begin to do that. I kind of want to make the power plant its own separate thing. So let's just bring a straight road down here. And we will do like, I think that'll actually be fine. Put you right there. And let's go ahead and see what we can do in the way of water. Grabbing some water. How much pollution? What is the pollution area for that? Okay, so I should be good right here. And then we'll push you right here. And we will lay our water pipes down. Under the streets, we will lay the water pipes like so. And it'll be a good time. Just going to get pipes all the way down here. Just to get coverage. Alright, and now what we can do is I will take one long pipe and put it right here. All the way down. Okay, and I think I actually want to stop there. So what we'll do, let's go ahead and start zoning things in. We're going to use our marquee selection for zoning. And we're going to do something like this. It'll be a little something like that. And then we will take this. I want to leave a 2-unit gap here from the back of these shops to the beginning of our residential. So let's go. Let's just put a few down here like this. I'm going to be kind of thoughtful about the zoning. because I don't want to overzone. And I'm not like married to the zoning pattern because we will grid out shortly once things start coming in. So yeah, and let's go ahead and do something similar with, actually, let's just do this right here. All right, now we'll run some power lines. First of all, we need a power line like that. And then I'm going to just make that connection. And we're going to do that. Okay. And so now we have the bones laid out. Let's just add a little bit more. Actually. Yeah. Add a little bit more industrial zone right here. Like so. And then press play. And we will begin to see our beautiful city begin to take shape. While we're here waiting for things to zone in, I just want to thank you guys for watching, for joining me today. I know it has been quite a while since I put out a City Skylines video last, and I felt like with the release of the new game coming soon, I felt like it was time for me to get back into it. I've been streaming on Twitch. You can find me over there. I believe I'll have links in the description and whatnot for the link to the Twitch channel. Yeah, if you feel so inclined to watch me Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, probably, and Fridays. All the schedule for the stream is over on Twitch. So yeah, you can see we've got some residential zoning in here, which is great. What we want to see. And as this all is in, we'll be able to jump power. But patience is key. Patience is key here. We don't want to get into a spot in which we... Oh, this is going to be a problem. Let me do that really quick. Because we need water. Alright. Continue to see our zoning for our residential there. And like I was saying earlier, I'm not married to any specific zoning pattern, so to speak. So this may change as we begin to fill out the area. And I think I'll start this way filling out instead of coming off the main road again. Speaking of, let's just measure how many we have. That's 720, so that's 1, 2, 3, 36 units, which is great because that's a multiple of 12. And I think I do want to do a 12 unit by 12 unit grid as we move forward. So it'll be, our residential will be multiples of 12. So I know that this is 12 because the line is 10. So that's 10 and you go 1, 2. And so our cost is 240. So I'll be looking for 240. You know, unless I come off of here, this will be a 260. So this should be good. So like if I'm coming off of a main road like this, if I do the 12, there'll be a 1 unit gap instead of a 2 by 2. So let's go ahead and begin to do this like so. And I'm going to not go up here. I feel like that would be a little too close to that area. So what we can do is, now that we know where things are going to be, we'll just do this. Do that right there. Funnily, we can also zone inside, and that'll be a good time. I think what I want to do is I want to make some of these, I want to make these commercial historical. That way, whenever we do begin to fill out it'll have this classic downtown look, and we'll have shops lining the main street, and then we'll have high rises and what have you, and it'll look really cool. It'll be a good time. I'm doing a city on stream over on Twitch called Streamville, and we've kind of got that look that I'm going for over there, and I just think it's a really nice aesthetic. How many is this? This is 80. I want to make a frontage road, I think. That's 120, so it would be... We'll figure that out. I was going to try to make like a fun little connection there, but I don't know if I want to do that right yet. But as you can see, we were patient. Our power jumped from these commercial areas over here into our residential. Our industrial is beginning to look like it's wanting some more. So let's go ahead and just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Also on stream, I don't exclusively stream City Skylines. I also do a little bit of Ghost Recon Wildlands. I might start doing Breakpoint as well. So I'm not like a singular streamer kind of person, but the variety is always a good thing. As we see these commercial buildings pop in, we'll want to make sure that we go and set them as historical, because we don't want them to upgrade necessarily. Quick sip of water. And we're back. But yeah, we're just being patient, chit chat. We're talking, having a good time. One thing that this map will be challenging with is going to be terrain and topography, because you can see how this isn't perfectly flat and level like everything else is for the most part. You've got these divots and hills and little irregularities in the surface, which makes it a little more realistic, but it will pose an interesting challenge that we'll need to take into account as we move forward with the building of the city. So, you know, I almost want to just come straight a little more. You can see some topographical height differences right here. So I think we're actually good. What we could do, so as to not cul-de-sac the industrial area, we'll just come straight down like that. And now we have a shape that's not entirely gridded like this. And it looks pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. What is that? 60. 60. 60. It's 120. 140. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. That's not correct. 160, 240, 140. So I need to come down another unit here, but that's not going to be kind of challenging. Oh no. There we go. That's 140. And that's 300. So what is 140 minus 300? Or 300 minus 160? Did I do it? Perfect. That's what I wanted. And then we'll make this little connection right here. So yeah, I did end up doing what I said that I wasn't gonna do. But it just makes it look interesting. Some curves every now and then, they're fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and zone out a little more of our industrial. Larger blocks of industrial, like so. So as to keep demand in check. And also, let's go ahead and take a look at expanding our grid, our residential grid. Let's actually come up this way. 240 is the magic number. Yep, this is going to be a similar situation to what we did earlier whenever we broke our zoning. Breaking the zoning like that earlier, and even now, is kind of... It's fine, honestly. Because, like, we still have the one pipe. We don't have to really install any other pipes. Electricity's not breaking, so that's fine. So now what we'll do is we'll just come through like this and just blanket zone everything. And then from here, what we can do, we've got this nice gap, so we can tree it. We could fence it off to have a demarcation with the commercial areas, or we can make a path. And I think, once we upgrade or unlock paths, walking paths, that'll be a good time. So people can walk down this street to come to the work and not necessarily have to go all the way down the street. So yeah, I like having this little connection here, so we're not cul-de-sacing anything. We've got multiple points of entry for our residential area and our commercial area, and that's great. You love to see it. You love to see it. How many is off of there? 440. Let's do... I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a small little... I don't actually think I like that. So never mind. So we're just going to wait. I think what we might do is undo some of this zoning. Like here. And we will take this. We'll go 440. Like that. Let's just go 15 down. And we will do like that. And that'll be fine. Just have a fun little industry square there, so to speak. Just kind of fill that out with zoning. We'll put something there when the time is right. The time is not right now. So. But yeah, you can see now that our all of our demand, for the most part, is kind of zeroed out. And we're going to wait. And we're going to go here. And it'll be a good time. Yeah, this is going to be a fun series, I think. This is going to be quite nice. We're going to have ourselves a good time. I like the idea of this map, too. There's there's islands all over the place, which will make for some unique connections. I like this over here. And just like that, we're a little hamlet. We've unlocked taxes. We've unlocked services such as education, garbage, and healthcare. All sorts of new buildings. Very importantly is the landfill and the elementary school or recycling center and community school. Those are both important. Let's go ahead now then and see where we can place those buildings. What I want to do first, I think, is, do we want to go for recycling right off the bat? I think that would be a good idea. And wonderfully enough, this area that we built earlier is just about the perfect size for at least one recycling center. Let's do that. Actually, I don't know. Let's put our medical clinic down. We're gonna put you. Let's put our recycling center, or not our recycling, our medical center here. And we will also place a school building. Let's place you right here. And once we unlock a few more things, we'll be able to do some detailing, decorating, and it'll look really pretty and it'll be nice and people will love it. Okay, so what I want to do, we're going to go 240, but we're going to come here just so we can kind of... excuse me. Just so we can lay a pipe down and make that connection there and have water service to our school. And power seems to be a bit of a problem. No worries. We can just go... I'm not going to make some super connection. We'll just do that. Okay. So we have that there. That there. Our commercial is starting to zone in finally, which is beautiful. And we'll have that. A nice hotel for prospective individuals who seek to enter the area, move in. I think I've changed my mind. I very apparently have changed my mind about the recycling center for the sole fact that I can't afford it right now. And, that's just how these things goes. These things go. So what we'll do, let's place the street right here. Let's go 8. And go, I don't remember how that went, 100. And we'll go 100. And we will do this. Right there. That's a beautiful scenic overlook. Visit the river, see the dump. It'll be a great time. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, our commercial is coming in, but we do need more of it. So let's go and zone some smaller lots of commercial. We'll do that. And then as power jumps over, I'll delete these power lines, and then we'll zone back over here. That I'm going to leave this area in here for things like, specialized industrial uses and even offices when we get those. But for now, let's look into our budget. We'll go to taxation. Let's bump that up to 12. And the reason why 12 is the percentage at which your Sims are okay with taxation. You could max it out. You very well could. But they'll begin to complain, and then they'll all move out, and your city will die. And that's not something we want. All right, so let's go here and we will place... Ooh, I missed. Place you right there. I'm not going to worry about that. Zoning in that right now. We're going to keep this open. We're going to kind of turn this little square into a campus for our elementary school, and it'll be a good time. So let's go and begin to build out our infrastructure. We have the technology. We can do it. We believe in ourselves. I'm just going to zone a tad more of you guys. And since we've already got this water situated, we can just go ahead and do a little bit of this right here. We're going to zone you. And we're going to zone you. I'm just going to zone all the way through because I don't anticipate making a connection right here exactly. What we might do is come off of this road. This will be the main way. And we can make a road kind of like this. I'm just going to go ahead and get that started. Let's do that right here. Right off that node. So this will be the main movement. More than likely. And this will be just a placeholder. And we'll connect those up later. I just need to remind this is basically a reminder for myself for where to go. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. And I think we're just about good to cut these power lines off. And then, yeah. Let's cut you guys. And we're going to do some this. I'm going to do that. Like so. Yeah. And just do 3 wide right there. And then we'll have industrial or whatever, just 3 bys right here. Let's continue to make sure that we set as historical as they come in. It'll be great because you'll have buildings like this with parking, down the sides, and then buildings like this where parking comes right off the road, and it kind of makes it as to say it like this, realistic, where parking kind of makes sense where you'd expect it to be. So yeah. Okay, so we can see that we are beginning to need industrial. So let's go ahead and zone in this area in here. And I know that I said that I'll use it for recycling. We'll leave this as recycling when we get the ability to do that. But for now, ooh, let's make sure that we don't forget. There we go. And then, yeah, let's just make this all industrial. Some happy little industrial zoning. The reason why I have our industrial over here is because this right here, my friends, is fertile soil for farmland. So soon, very soon, we can turn that into a nice little farming area and make money that way. And it'll be a good time and people will love it. Okay. Let's just do some... Actually, I don't have the tools to flatten this out yet, so I think I'm going to wait, actually. But what we do want to do is I'm going to zone that. Let's just do some fun little things with that right there. Yeah. Have ourselves a good time. Water break just a second. All right. We're about to hit our second milestone. And once we do that, we will take inventory of what all we've done today and where we're going. And just like that, we're a worthy village with a population of 800. With that, we've got districts. We can set policies. We can take a second loan. We can set specialization on our districts. And we can, set the services for policies for our services. Speaking of services, we now have emergency services, police departments, and we can now place unique buildings. What I'm really excited about is our industry specializations. That's different than the industry areas. So with industry specializations, you make a district over zoned industrial. And for now, we can select forestry or agricultural specialization. We have residential and commercial specializations now. New policies being power, water, and smoke detector distribution. And we have a firehouse and police station. With all that being said, let's go ahead and pause. Let's go to this view, and we'll take a look. And I think we're in a good spot. I think we've got a decent base for our residential. As you can see over here, we have a good bit, and they're still zoning in, so that's great. Like I said, this will be our elementary school campus. And I actually like this road right here. I think this was a good choice. And then this will be like our service area. Excuse me. And it'll be a good time. People will love it. Yeah. So yeah, we've reached 800 population. And for now, I'm going to call it. Thank you guys for joining me today at Orden's Fen. Thank you for your viewership, your support for the channel. Quick reminder, head on over to Twitch and subscribe and follow over there to catch whenever I go live. And stay tuned for more City Skylines. My name is HazelPlace89, and I will see you later. Goodbye.